Hey y'all, how's everybody doing this morning? No, it's been a little while. Things going on in my family that, well, just some bad stuff. Anyway, it's getting figured out, so hopefully we'll be making some more videos. Anyway, so hopefully today we're going to be moving the chicken fencing over in this area. Before we do that, we got to get some other stuff done. We got to pull some of these plants that they can't eat. I don't think they'll eat them anyway, but just because they can't eat them. I don't know. That might be true. That might not be true. I'd have to look that up. Anyway, we're gonna pull these plants. We're gonna dig up this this ginger and these sunchokes over here. See what happens. All right, let's get to it. All right. So this is our store-bought ginger that started growing on the microwave, and I decided to plant it because I noticed what a pretty flower it makes. But we do live in southwestern Ohio, so it's probably not going to flower. We're at October 2nd, and our first frost date is somewhere around the 25th. So we're just going to go ahead and dig this ginger up and these sunchokes and just see what we got. All right. So yeah, I wouldn't get too close. Yeah. Go down. Ooh.
Oh.
Alright, let's see what we got here.
I can smell it.
Yeah, it smells great, doesn't it? Look at these. This is new. That's the old piece.
I thought it would be bigger though.
Well, I mean, we didn't get it out here until late.
Right.
I mean, so I didn't know what to expect.
Right.
Did you? I mean,
No, I had no idea.
I just thought, hey, let's plant it, see if it grows.
Wow, that dirt smells amazing.
Right?
It does.
So, here's the piece that I planted right here.
Okay.
This is all new stuff.
Huh. Yeah. Next year
Not
we'll
bad,
get it
huh?
earlier.
So this is all new growth right here. Right here. Here's the old piece.
Wow, it had some serious root system.
Yeah, yeah. We'll show you when it gets cleaned up.
Some murder of crows. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Pull that. You gotta go down.
Yeah, I know. I gotta get there.
Oh.
I think this one's gonna be tougher. Wow.
It's just because of that.
That's all root.
Yeah, it's all the roots they got pulled down into the.
It still smells like ginger.
It smells great, doesn't it? I think this one's gonna be bigger. Man, look at all that. What did? Those are wood chips. Those were wood chips. All that right there. That was all wood chips.
Oh, nice.
Very aromatic, isn't it?
Yeah.
And this one did some growing, didn't it?
Oh, wow.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
it did.
This one did way better than the other one. have
There's
to go.
the old piece right
Yeah,
there.
right there. All right. Well,
I have. That's awesome.
I know, right?
You should probably tell them why we're going ahead and digging up, because
Oh, we're gonna move the chickens over here and start tilling all this up. Might have to get your hand. So these are the sunchokes. We don't even know what to expect with these guys. That's one.
that was kind of anticlimactic.
There's got to be more than one, right?
Oh, well, that would have been my thought.
Well, I think you're getting into that one now. I would suggest you. There's a log.
Oh, there. Is that ginger or
No,
sunchoke?
that's actually a piece of turmeric that I planted. I bought some turmeric thinking, oh, let's grow ginger and turmeric. None of the turmeric came up.
Well, here's your tuber.
Oh, look at all those down there.
Here's a tuber.
Yeah, right over here.
Here's a tuber.
There's more of them down that way.
I'm getting the ones that are on here. Oh, check that out.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that your original?
Yeah, I think that's the original.
Of course, these haven't been in here very long.
No,
either.
they haven't. I mean, those are relatively new. I don't remember when I planted those. I think we're better off digging with our hands than.
Probably. Because, yeah, here's.
I dig down because they'll. Oh yeah, look at that. We'll just save these for
Planting next year.
planting next year, yeah.
And we don't get to see what they taste like.
I guess we could cook up a couple of them. I don't
There's
see
a big one right there.
A big one? Where do you see a big one?
Oh, it was sitting right here. It looked big. There's a couple.
Right there.
And way over here.
So I wonder if you could plant
That's a rock.
this,
In a pot.
yeah, or something, and it continue to grow. I would think so, right? Look at all this root system. Bet you we could plant these.
There's two tubers.
All right, let's re.
Yeah, probably could. And overwinter them. Wow. The breakdown in here is just awesome.
So where else would we want these sunchokes to grow? Because that's where we should plant them. I mean, we could just plant them over there and they would, I mean, we've got a month or so. See how they do.
soil, how dark and rich it is.
Yeah, and this was just,
Nothing but wood chips,
well, wood chips, and I'd thrown some straw on it from the.
right?
Look, there's one. What's this? More turmeric. Where'd it go?
Not nearly as aromatic as the ginger.
No, not even. I find those little holes like that.
Not a lot of tubers.
Huh?
Not a whole lot.
Well, considering we only had started with just a few. I mean, it was like 8 or so, or
Right.
2, 4, 6. Yeah, it was. I believe it was 8.
Just expected it to shoot out a bit more. I would say our friends have been in here. They don't really want an oak tree.
That's all right.
Yep, I think that's it.
I'm just stirring up the rest of the.
So I wonder, do you eat these raw or cooked?
You can cook them. I think you can eat them raw, is what I read. I don't know. I'm very unfamiliar with them. That's why I wanted to grow them.
Tastes a little bit like a radish.
They're sunchokes are in the sunflower family.
Right.
So they get, sometimes we'll get 10 feet tall. They get anywhere from 6 to 8 feet normally. And Sue was wanting to plant them along here, along this fence line in between stuff, which wouldn't necessarily be a bad idea. Yeah, we might could do that. So here's our Sunchoke Harvest. I mean, granted, they're fairly small, but we, like I said, we only started with like 8 tubers, and now we have a whole bunch: 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 20, 33 at eyeballing it. So you have to keep these moist and under, not under, but in soil. So for as small as those are, I'm going to put them in here. And we're going to keep them inside in a dry place, in a cool dry place, hopefully cool. And we're going to throw some soil on them. And hopefully next year we'll just plant them. I guess we could plant them now and they could overwinter, but we're not going to do that. What we are going to do is replant the plants that we got out. They have a pretty good root system, so hopefully they'll take off. We'll see what happens. So next on our agenda today, we're going to pull all the stuff out of the garden here. We're going to move the chicken fence over and around, and we're going to let the chickens have run over here and start picking this apart. So we'll probably I'll probably put that on a time lapse or something. All right.
field this year. We got plenty of zucchini. When I planted, I asked for one of practically everything, and I think I got that. I got one pumpkin. I have 4 spaghetti squash that look like they cross-pollinated with my zucchini. So that should be interesting. I got 3 little watermelons. I got 1 cantaloupe. It was only the size of a softball, but it was delicious. The tomatoes did okay. I had 30 tomato plants, mostly cherry tomatoes. Next year, definitely more slicers, and not at the back of the garden, more at the front. And now it's time to open up those hay bales, straw bales, and let the chickens spread it around and make it all good all winter long for spring planting next year.
All right, next up, I'm gonna put these 2 fig trees, Chicago hardy figs. I'm gonna put them in the ground. This one over here did really good this year. I didn't know if it would have lasted the winter. They say they do. I've never had one in the ground. I've always grown them in pots, inside and then outside in the springtime. But it did really well. Blew up. Love it. So I'm going to put these 2 in the ground. I'll probably get some cuttings from the other one again and start some more inside this winter. I'll show you doing that. And hopefully we'll put figs all over the yard and elderberries, and let's get at it.
We pull up these blueberries and move them to the front. What's this thing?
What's that?
This cheer cup.
It's the fire pit. She loves it. So I'm in the process of opening this fence up, and I've let the girls in already, and they are at work. Check them out. Hey y'all, welcome back. Just wanted to follow up from yesterday. It started raining, so I wasn't able to show you the fencing job that I had done, or what the layout is. It's sprinkling now, so hopefully I'll get this done quickly, because it's supposed to pour the rest of the day. They've been doing a wonderful job in these lanes. I was looking on the camera earlier, and Mr. P was standing on top of the hay bales. It's like he was watching his chain gang go to work. These guys have, in one day, have already turned this stuff over, and they're working on along the fence line here. They are getting after it. We've already worked this area. They're working underneath this fig tree. They don't seem to be messing with the figs, so that's all good. But they are enjoying themselves. There's 2 fig trees I planted yesterday. It's funny. This is moringa. It's a superfood. It's a little spicy. It's kind of peppery. I put it in oatmeal and things like that. This is a tropical plant, and probably it only grows during the spring and summer. It'll die back, but it's actually pretty good. Looks like it's working out pretty good. They're doing their job. Anyway, we'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all be good.